आनन्दलीलामय विग्रहाय हेमाभदिव्यै छविसुन्दराय तस्मै महाप्रेमरसप्रदाय चैतन्यचन्द्राय नमो नमस्ते। चैतन्यचन्द्राय नमो नमस्ते। चैतन्यचन्द्राय नमो नमस्ते। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Just so um, so we are reading from this paragraph. There are two kinds of souls who are liberated even while in material bodies: the soul liberated by devotional service and the soul liberated by the cultivation of knowledge. Liberated means one who is beyond the platform of this material sufferings and this cycle of birth death. So they are liberated from that cycle. They are always at peace. They have come to that uh, the peace. They are in the they are at peace. So that is liberated. uh, that is the stage of liberation. But that is what we were discussing yesterday, that even the liberated souls, they get attracted to Krishna. So liberated means what? That one who is beyond this material miseries and suffering and the entanglement, and they are at peace. So they don't have any sufferings, they don't have any distress or any anxiety or anything. So they are at peace with themselves. That is the stage of those who are in the liberated platform. Now Mahaprabhu is saying that even amongst the liberated souls there are two kinds. And liberated souls in what way? Liberated souls in material bodies. One is the liberated soul who are liberated by devotional service, and those souls who are liberated by the cultivation of knowledge. The liberated soul in devotional service, attracted by the transcendental qualities of Lord Krishna, becomes more and more elevated, whereas those who engage in dry speculation and simply cultivate knowledge without devotion. Devotion means Srila Prabhupada, when Srila Prabhupada gives the definition of devotion or gives a understanding of devotion. Devotion in Hindi is bhakti. Bhakti means service. You serve the Lord with love and devotion. That is devotion. Devotion means to be actively engaged in service. So one who is simply cultivating knowledge without devotion, they fall on account of their many offenses. So although the souls who are liberated in the material bodies by the cultivation of knowledge, for them there is no more growth, because it is dry speculation. And from that dry speculation, at some point of time they will make some or the other mistake, they will definitely commit some or the other offenses, and therefore again they will fall down in that same material platform. So therefore there is no use of that dry speculative knowledge, and through that cultivation of knowledge, even if temporarily somebody reaches that platform where they are at peace, they don't have any material miseries, but still it is very short term. It is going to end at some point of time. But for those souls who are liberated by devotional service, for them, because they are engaged in devotional service, because they are attracted by the Supreme Lord Krishna, because they are attracted by the transcendental qualities of the Supreme Lord Krishna, because they are attracted to the transcendental pastimes of the Supreme Lord Krishna, therefore they keep elevating more and more and more, and there is no falling down. There is no question of falling down. The attraction increases, the elevation increases. They become more and more and more attracted to Krishna, and therefore there is no question of falling down. This is confirmed in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, text chapter 2, text 32, where it is stated, Nyeneravindaksha vimukta maninas tvayasta bhavad avishuddha buddhayah आरुह्य कृच्छ्रेण परम पदम ततः patanti adho nadritayusmad angrayah. O Lord, the intelligence of those who think themselves liberated, but who are without even a touch of devotional service, is not pure. Even though they rise to the highest point of liberation by the dint of severe penances and austerities, they are sure to fall down again into this material existence, for they do not take shelter at your lotus feet. So, the intelligence of those, again, here there's a very important point that I just thought of sharing while reading this, that intelligence of those who think themselves liberated. Now if we see the difference in pure devotees who are liberated souls through devotional service, and the those liberated souls who are liberated because of their speculation and cultivation of knowledge, such people, they think themselves to be liberated, they know that I am liberated, but a pure devotee doesn't really bother about liberation and all, but a pure devotee never thinks that they have become pure and they are shuddha bhaktas and they are pure devotees of the Lord. In fact, it is the opposite. They have such a humble mood that they think themselves as the most lowest of the lowest. That is the difference. That vidya vinay sampanne, so one who has real knowledge, and through devotional service, by engaging in devotional service, that real knowledge, that not just knowledge but realized knowledge, the realization takes place, and therefore one becomes very humble, very sober, very gentle. That is the quality of a pure devotee. So O Lord, the intelligence of those who think themselves liberated, but who are without even a touch of devotional service, they are not pure. Even though they may rise to the highest point of liberation by the dint of severe penances and austerities, they are sure to fall down again into this material existence, because they do not take shelter of the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord Krishna. Whereas those who are doing devotional services, who are engaged in devotional service, they don't have to do any severe penances or severe austerities. In fact, the devotional service is so blissful that they're always enjoying. People say that, oh, you devotees don't understand enjoyment. We know the highest way to enjoy, the best way to enjoy. We do not need those lower categories of enjoyment. Sometimes here, sometimes there, running here and running there. That's not required, because this devotional service is fully satisfying to the soul, to the mind, to the body, to the heart, and therefore the devotee never feels the urge to go anywhere else, leaving Krishna aside or behind. Lord Krishna confirms this in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, text 54. ब्रह्मभूतः प्रसन्नात्मा न शोचति न काङ्क्षति समः सर्वेषु भूतेषु मद्भक्तिं लभते पराम. One who is actually situated in Brahman realization is fully joyful, has no reason to lament or desire anything, and is equal to everyone. Thus, he is eligible for pure devotional service. And this was illustrated by Bilva Mangal Thakur, who in his later life wrote, I was situated as a monist in order to become one with the Supreme. That is in the Mayavad philosophy, that the Mayavadis, they want to merge into the Supreme. They think when we merge into the Supreme, we also become Narayan, we become God. That is the mindset of the monists, the Mayavad philosophers. But somehow or other, I contacted a naughty boy and became his eternal servitor. Who is that naughty boy? Gopal. In other words, those who attain self realization by the execution of devotional service attain a transcendental body. and being attracted to the transcendental qualities. Why this word transcendental is being used again and again and again? One that transcends everything. What to speak of this material platform? It transcends all the other platforms. It is in the highest platform. It is untouched by any contamination. No contamination can touch. So, therefore, by the execution of devotional service, one attains a transcendental body. No other contamination can touch that body. And being attracted to the transcendental qualities of Lord Krishna, engage fully in pure devotional service. That is, when one enters into the pastimes of Lord Krishna, either in the spiritual world or wherever the Supreme Lord is doing his pastimes in the material world, they become part of that Leela. When we read Chaitanya Charitamrit, when we read Srimad Bhagavatam, all those pastimes when the Supreme Lord was in this material world, all the devotees who are there, they are in the pastime of the Supreme Lord and they are engaged fully in pure devotional service because they have come to that platform of being Brahman realization. Therefore, they get entry into the eternal pastimes of the Lord. I have heard from a very senior devotee, and he's Prabhu mentioned that when somebody is practicing Krishna consciousness in this material body and they are very sincere, they have put their efforts, maybe because of whatever reason they may not have achieved perfection yet. What happens is they get entry into the pastimes of the Lord in this material world, just like how the um, the rishis in the Dandakaranya forest, they were doing um, their the puja and everything. And when Lord Ramchandra comes, they get so attracted to Lord Ramchandra that they all plead to Lord Ramchandra that please, we want your association in the form of your companion. And Lord Ramchandra says that in this Leela, in my this pastime, I am Maryada Purushottam, and I cannot accept any other um, consort. I am eternally and completely own. I belong to only Sita Devi. Therefore, I cannot accept in this lifetime. But in my next Leela, when I come in the Dwapar Yug, when I come as Krishna, then you all will come. You all will appear in that same in that same Braj Leela, and you all will be my gopis. So in this Braj Leela, in this Vrindavan Leela, pastimes of Lord Krishna, there are some gopis who are actually the rishi gopis, the rishis from the Dandakaranya forest. And how do so? They were perfected beings, but to complete that, to get that complete um, Krishna prem, or to get that complete perfection, they get that entry into the Leela, which is happening in this material world, and with in association of getting direct sakshat, the direct association of the Supreme Lord Krishna, they become fully purified, and therefore then in the end of the Leela they all go back to the spiritual world. So like that, when we are practicing our devotional service, at no point, never should we become uh, should we feel depressed or dejected that I am not able to attain perfection, or this is not happening, that is not happening. Krishna sees our effort, Krishna knows our intention, Krishna is seated in our heart. Krishna knows everything. Therefore, there is no need to feel dejected, or when we are putting our efforts, when we are sincere, when we are sincere in following the instructions of our spiritual master, when we are under guidance, not my life, my choice, my way. No, when we are under guidance, taking instructions from our instructing spiritual master, because all the time we may not be able to speak to our uh, spiritual master directly, or get guidance from our spiritual master. Therefore, the spiritual master expands as the shiksha guru, or manifests as Shiksha Guru, empowers the Shiksha Guru to take care of his disciples. And that is why in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj in the very beginning makes this very clear that never think Shiksha Guru and Diksha Guru to be different. They are non-different. They are manifestation in two different bodies, but they are non-different. So therefore, when one is sincere, there is no need to worry. If we don't directly go back to the spiritual world immediately, we'll still get entry into the spiritual realm in the material world wherever the Supreme Lord is performing his divine pastimes, his transcendental pastimes. And from that association, where we can directly see Krishna face to face, where we can directly see Mahaprabhu face to face, the associates of Mahaprabhu face to face, what else can one desire for? What else remains to desire for actually after that? If we get the association of the associates of Mahaprabhu, the associates of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. So, and here this word Brahman realization, here Brahman means the Supreme Lord. Brahman also means, when we say Brahman, it can mean, we say Brahma Jyoti. So Brahma Jyoti is the divine Jyoti, the divine light, the effulgence of the Supreme Lord. But Brahman here, Brahman realization here is not our Brahma. It is the Supreme Lord Krishna. He is the Supreme Brahman. So with that, we'll pause here for today, and Krishna willing, we'll continue reading again tomorrow. So thank you very much, dear devotees. Because of such wonderful divine association, I am able to speak and purify myself. Vanchakalpatrubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai.
Jai.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Srila Jai Pataka Swami Guru Maharaj ki jai. Prabhu, you have
Jai.
a question? You raised your hand?
No
Okay.
no question.
Okay, Nitai, Gaur Premanande, Hari
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 Bol.
Hari
Bol.
Hari Bol.